every opportunity we have to fight, heat spots, plant trees, and also to create more space for pedestrians and, for people to get together. I think we have to do that. And that was a very clear request for years and years from different associations in the Peter-McGill.
So that's the mayor yesterday at her press conference revealing the details, the plan for this, re-pedestrianization, if you will, of parts of Sainte-Catherine Street. The one that caught businesses by surprise, the one that Chamber of Commerce has already come out and said, hey, this doesn't make a whole lot of sense not to have consulted people who'd be directly affected. One of those people not consulted is Serge Sasseville, who's the independent city councillor for that borough, the Ville-Marie borough in Peter-McGill district. He's on the line. Serge, listen, we talked about this earlier on. I asked people what they thought. I've not heard anyone say this is a good idea. Is the big problem here not that they want to do this, but that they didn't consult people who you thought should have been consulted?
Well, it's both for me, because I'm not only the city councillor of that district, Peter-McGill, and that particular part of the district, which is the Golden Square Mile, where I've been living for 20 years. I don't think it's a good idea to have pedestrian esplanades on Sainte-Catherine West all year long, but add to that they did not consult the merchants and the residents, because when it was made public in La Presse on November 1st, I've received many complaints, not only from merchants, but also from residents about the nightmare it would create. You have to understand that Sainte-Catherine Street West is not a neighborhood street. It's one of the main arteries of Montreal. It's the most important commercial street of Montreal, of Quebec, and of Canada. Yeah. You know what? I'm talking to you from Serge, Toronto.
I want to stop you for 1 sec. I don't want to run out of time, and I want to get somebody else on. But, you know, when you talk about consultations, the mayor yesterday is quoted, I'm reading the quote, saying she spoke to everyone over the course of 2 years and came up with a consensus.
No, that's false. She didn't talk to everybody. First of all, I'm the city councillor of the district where it's happening, and I wasn't aware of it. You heard from Glenn Castagnera, from the Merchant Association of the district. He represents more than 5,000 businesses. He hasn't been consulted. L'Association Hôtelière du Grand Montréal was not consulted neither. You've heard the owner of Sport Expert, corner of Sainte-Catherine, Mansfield. He hasn't been consulted. You'll be interviewing Federico Sanchez from the Pois Penché. He hasn't been consulted. Alain Creton, the owner of chez Alexandre on Peel, and also the president of the Merchants Association of Peel Street, wasn't consulted at all neither. And you learned about the project from the media. So when she says that everybody was consulted, it is not true.
All right, Serge, last word. I want to go to Federico Sanchez, who's on the other line. What happens now? You asked for a referendum. The opposition did. They said no. Does this go forward anyway? What's the next step here?
Our motion was rejected because Projet Montréal has a majority at the municipal council, but the merchants will be, many residents will be quite aggressive with petitions, and I'm hearing about legal recourses that could be also taken about that project, because it will kill Sainte-Catherine Street West. It will kill my neighborhood. It makes no sense at all.
Serge, thank you. I appreciate it as always. Let me go to Federico Sanchez, who is at the Le Pois Penché, which is a restaurant that would be involved here on the corner, if I'm remembering right, of de Maisonneuve and that's Drummond, I think. Federico, are you there?
Yes, hello. How are you?
I'm pretty good. You heard what he had to say. He mentioned you by name. You have a restaurant right in the heart of where this is going to be going on. Were you consulted at all?
Not at all. I absolutely agree with what Serge Sasseville pointed out. He's making big efforts to keep us informed of anything that happens in the city, and we were not informed about this one. I just want to get across one thing. Currently in our neighborhood surrounding Le Pois Penché, 1 out of 4 businesses are closed. We're looking at a situation that has been lasting for almost a decade. There's nothing that the administration has done over the last 7 years that has changed this equation. In this neighborhood, what works is when the neighborhood works. Since the Pois Penché opened, there have been numerous restaurants that have opened around us. Marcus, Bouloud, Sofitel, Le Renoir. and every single opening has been good for business. So what we need is to start reducing the inoccupancy rate of the neighborhood and start creating formulas that would allow more vibrancy in the commerce of Montreal. Because we're talking about the street that used to be the most prosperous in Canada once upon a time. It's a commercial street. Neighborhoods have different needs. The needs of Plateau are not the same needs of downtown Montreal. This is a commercial, vibrant downtown area. Are we opposing pietonizations? Would I do? Here's the challenge. Every time we speak about pedestrian streets, we reference Europe, Madrid, Barcelona, Amsterdam, I don't know where, New York. But here's the thing. Montreal does not have the economic conditions to do the same thing. The things that make pedestrian areas lively, commercially successful in urban centers are street food, kiosks, tables and chairs, cafes, commercial life, stuff that people can do outside. But in Montreal, all these things tend to be illegal. So instead, what we're going to do is put benches, fixed, and plants. And what that does is create parks for the homeless. It doesn't bring urban life. So we need to look at the roots of the problem. We need to look at what's causing 1 out of 4 stores to remain closed for a long time, because every store in Sainte-Catherine is a business. And for businesses not to be consulted when we're going to change a commercial neighborhood is inexplicable. It's something that we cannot understand. And this administration has been doing a lot of things based on theory, and they need to start doing a lot more things based on practice.
Federico, I gotta leave it there. You make some excellent points. I do appreciate you coming on today. For everybody who's never been, go to Le Pois Penché. It's a great restaurant too.